Last week, we looked at the battle that we're all in. It's the battle that everyone faces, and it's the battle that we need God's help with. It's the battle that's over sin. Sin has a hold in all of our lives, and God has made a way and taken the first step in order to help us and lead us to win the battle. So we looked at what we call battle shift, the shift that God made so that we could win that battle and overcome that battle, and the shifts then that God causes in us to make so that we might be able to win that battle as well. Of course, the thing that God has done, the shift that God has made, is that God sent Jesus. And it was a once and a for all and a decisive moment when God sent Jesus and did away with sin. So for God's part, it's a done deal. It's also a huge deal that God did this because it forever took away the power of sin in our lives. But at the same time, there's a responsibility that we have. Scripture calls us constantly to live in certain ways and to obey God and to follow God. So there's something that we have to do in terms of responding to the shift that God has made. And we looked at the fact that it's difficult to see other people, in addition to difficult ourselves, going through and battling sin. But we looked at the fact that Scripture makes clear that God can win any battle. God has the power. God has all the ability and all at His disposal to be able to win any battle, even though God doesn't always win every battle. But we can have confidence that God can win every battle. But at the same time, we have to engage in the battle. We can't just idly sit by and watch God do things and entrust things to God without engaging and participating. That's where our role comes in terms of doing things, in terms of being diligent, in terms of taking responsibility for the lives of faithfulness that God leads us to live. This week we shift again, and we look at the last shift that we're going to be seeing in the book of Colossians. I look forward to seeing it with you.